Hello my crafty friends and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to do another make with me, sorry if I can get my words out, on altered playing cards. Now you don't have to follow my tutorial on altered playing cards, but I decided I would show you how I make mine, and they are different than everyone else. So what are you going to need for this? Well, you're going to need some playing cards. You can get them anywhere, but at the Dollar Tree. I'll show you just this one. They're glossy. So you want to make sure that you either sand them or you're using Mod Podge. It's not Mod Podge, it's Mod Podge on them to make sure that they are sealed in place and they look good and ready to go. So as you can see, mine are Alice in Wonderland. This was the original set of 6 I made. When I moderated a group called Paper Crafting Swapaholics, Not So Anonymous. This was one of the swaps that I put up for everyone. And we made an altered poker hand. So it wasn't just an altered playing card. It was a whole poker hand. So what you see in front of you, I believe, is a full house. So this would be, other than the 9, the hand of cards that you would get. And everyone liked my Alice card so very well that I ended up making 2 other sets. But this is the very first ones I ever made. Now I've switched to matte Mod Podge. These are with glossy. But let me show you the details. They're simple, but the backs have paper on them. And as you can see, I have Wink of Stella'd them. So they have some shine to them. And then I've added, unfortunately, somehow this lace ripped, but I have added lace and cut all around it. And some of the Tim Holtz stickers. I do not remember what these are called, but if you purchase them, they'll have My Sweetheart. I'll show you that sticker. I think I've got it in my pile of stickers I'm planning on using over here. So I'll show you that. Here is, oh, pardon my reach, the White Rabbit. That is something indispensable. And he has some, I put gold paint on him and just kind of dressed him up. And then these are rub-ons that I put on there. Again, all of the paper matches. Here's the Jack, which I made the Mad Hatter, and I put some buttons. And he had a lovely time. I put that in reference to the tea party. Here is the Queen of Hearts, and I printed these roses out and painted them with acrylic paint. And off with her head, I drew that on a piece of paper and put it on there. And then the back obviously matches. The King of Hearts is the same. He has the painted roses, and she was a strange little girl. And of course, Alice herself is our ace. And she has 2 doilies. These were gifted to me in a swap many moons ago. And she has some ribbon and some fringe trim. And the Tim Holtz sticker again. So I'm going to preface this by saying you have a chance to win the hand of cards I'm making. So you will get a 9, a 10, a Jack, a Queen, a King, and an Ace of Hearts for yourself. So what I'm making tonight in this video, this will be what you get from this giveaway. What I would like you to do is to be a subscriber. So if you're not already, please subscribe and comment down below your favorite Alice moment. Unfortunately, due to shipping costs at this time, I cannot ship internationally, so this contest right now is open USA only. I apologize, but it gives you more chances to win. So I'm going to show you how I do this, and I've got some things lined up and ready to go, so I can streamline this as much as possible. So the first thing you need is your images, and you will print them out or cut them out of a book. You want to get them sized so they'll fit onto your playing card. I already have the hearts painting the roses red cut out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a paintbrush covered in, I'm using matte Mod Podge, And you're just going to put the Mod Podge on the back, like so. So you don't want it too thick, but you want to make sure that you get every single edge. And then once you have that done, you're going to lay it down on your playing card. And see, I have some that got over, so I'm going to take my finger and I'm actually going to wipe that off. It's handy when you're doing this if you have a paper towel, so you can just wipe your fingers off. And then I try to make sure that with the heat of my fingers, make sure everything is laying down again. Once you get that all done, the next step you're going to do is you're going to take a piece of paper. I chose to use the same paper from a pack called Wildflower by Die Cuts with a View. I think it's still put out there. I saw it the other day in my local Joann's, so I think it's still available. I chose to use double-sided tape. This is from Park Lane Papery, which is Joann's own brand, and it's, I can't remember, I think this is half inch. This is the half inch. You can get 2 rolls for about $6, and it's pretty sticky stuff. So I chose to use it on the back of my playing card, and I'm going to take my fingertip knife, and I'm just going to run it up underneath the paper. I'm going to turn it over to the back side since I want the roses. And I'm just going to run this fingertip knife up underneath, like so. Like this. As you can see, I'm just taking my time and wiggling my knife under gently. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to, since I'm using this side and I want this side to face out, you're going to stick your card down and make sure you leave a little bit of a border around it. And you're going to adhere it down to that piece of paper. And you are going to take your scissors and you are going to cut around the playing card. Like so. See, and now I have a piece of scrap paper, so I'm going to set that aside. And I'm going to trim around the playing card. Alright, so now that one is done. As you can see, here's the back. So what we're going to do with these two, since they are indeed ready, actually these 3, since they are indeed ready to go, all 3 have their back on them. You're going to take your stickers and for Alice, I'm going to use this one here to find that she was so, perfectly alone. And then I'm going to just determine where I want that. And I think I want it like at an angle, so I'm just going to adhere that down. And then for my painting the roses red, I'm going to use this phrase that says in the garden. I think that's apropos. So here they are in the garden. And for the Mad Hatter, the tea party scene, let me see. I'm going to use the word here, curiously. So I'm going to peel that off. And I'm going to stick it right in there. All right. Now that that's done, what I can do is I can go ahead and seal the front. And I will show you on this one here, on the tea party scene. And I'm just taking a brush, and it is kind of coated with Mod Podge. And I'm just going to run my brush over it. Just like so. And then you'll set that aside. See, it's nice and glossy. This will dry down matte, and you'll set that aside so it has a chance to dry. Once it is dry, what you can do is, here's the front. The front is dry. It kind of bubbled. So what you could do, if you don't like that bubble, you can take your fingertip knife, take that bubble out, and redo it like so. I mean, if you really want to, you just take your fingertip knife and try to smooth it out. It should peel pretty easily, like so, and then you can just redo it. See, like, and then that, see, you can just smooth it right out. But to add some glitz and glamour, what I like to do is take my clear Wink of Stella pen, and I'm going to color in the gold areas on the back of this card, like so. See, there's a little bit more gold there, and I'm going to color these dots in. And you can go kind of heavy with the Wink of Stella because you're going to seal it in with another coat of Mod Podge. And then I'll put some right in here and some of the brush strokes. And this rose looks like it's got a little, it needs a little gold in it, and this one here. But you could do it however you wanted to. I just like to add to the back, and I just always, you know, try to make it sparkly and fun. So once you feel like you've done enough, you're going to take your Mod Podge again, and you are going to seal the back of it so you can seal that glitter in. And you're just going to take it and brush it over. And for a more unified look, make sure your brush strokes are all going the same way. Now that that's covered, you're going to set it aside. And the last step that you can do, and we're going to show you on the Queen of Hearts, here she is. She's already covered and sealed. So what you can do with her is you can start decorating. So I think I want to do something like this. I'll just set those on there. So maybe I want to add that, or maybe I want to add some of this here lace, maybe down an edge. Oh yeah, I actually like that. So we'll just cut that piece off, free from the lace. This is lace from Hobby Lobby. And then what I want to do is I want to take my thin score tape in order to adhere the one, and I'm just going to run it down this side right here, trim it, okay. Once that's adhered down, if it'll cooperate, you should be able to simply peel it off. And then I'm going to stick that piece of lace. You want to obviously make sure that it matches up. Let me move back up into frame. And I'm going to take that piece of lace, right like that. I'm going to trim off that weird looking edge. But then I've added some lace to this. So now it has some more dimension and it's got something different. To add these, I'm going to go over here to my Zots. There are little glue dots. And I want to take one on the back of that heart, pull it off. And then I'm going to stick it where I want it. So I think I want it there. And then I think I want that rose to sit right up there. So I'm going to take, again, another Zot, which is right here. I'm going to stick it to this because I want to use this rose. And then you literally just stick it on right like that. But see, now I'm like, maybe I want to move it. Zots, you can move to some extent. I don't like that. So now I'm going to play with it until it's in a position that I I like. I think that needs to come down more. I think that's what it was. Then I'm going to restick a new Zot because I've used that one pretty much. Right there it is. That's exactly what I wanted. So it's got a little heart and it's got the rose. And it's as easy as that. Now that's decorated like I want. I may add some gems, a few gems, so I can set that one aside and move on to the next one to decorate. Again, I'm going to remind you that I am going to give this set of cards away. So in this set, you're going to receive, and I'll line them up for you. Where's my king? Oh, he's turned over. So this is the king. I will lift him back over so you can see him again. In the giveaway, you must be a subscriber, must be in the United States, and you must comment below what your favorite Alice movie is, or your favorite moment from the books or the movies. And you have to be subscribed. So, please subscribe. I will be doing another giveaway very soon once I hit that 25 subscribers. I have a giveaway I'm going to be doing. And then we're going to be doing some other Make With Me's pretty soon. So, I hope you guys come back and that you've enjoyed. And as always, happy crafting.